I'm Martina, and me and my partner started a low-carb blog called KetoDietApp.com. And the way this whole thing started was many years ago. It was actually 6 years ago when back then we were living in Prague in the Czech Republic. And I was working in auditing, in finance, and my partner was developing games for iOS. And I didn't quite like my job, so I decided to leave and change my career, which back then I wasn't quite sure what it's going to be. But I was always interested in nutrition. And it was also the same time when I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. Back then I was just prescribed the regular levothyroxine and I was put on medication, but it wasn't quite working for me, and I still felt that I had some of the symptoms, and I gained a little bit of weight. I didn't gain a lot, but I did know there was something going on, and something wasn't quite right because I was exercising a lot. Back then it would be 5-6 times a week, sometimes as many as 90 minutes per session. And I thought I was eating healthy, what I thought was healthy was whole grains, cereals, low fat, anything that I could find low fat. It would be low fat yogurts that were obviously high in sugar. But they had the diet tag, and it just looked like it was something that was good for me. So I followed a low-fat diet. I ate loads of grains. I ate loads of vegetables, low-fat dairy. I avoided fat in general, and I was eating very little meat. And nothing was quite working until I realized that I was doing everything I could wrong. And the first impression I got was it was a shock, because my diet was completely wrong. I did still eat whole foods, but it was very low in fat, and I knew I had to change this. So that's when I learned about low-carb diets and the ketogenic diet, the paleo diet. I started following a paleo diet, which helped a lot, but I still didn't feel like it was doing enough. And I realized that I had to reduce my carbohydrate intake even further. And I ended up following a ketogenic diet, which finally I saw the results. I didn't feel tired in the morning. I had loads of energy. I could finally maintain a healthy weight. I lost a few pounds that I gained originally when I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. And I didn't need to sleep that many hours as compared to before going low carb, because it felt like even 6-7 hours were enough, while before it would be 10-11 hours of sleep and I was still tired. So what happened is I realized that the ketogenic diet wasn't easy to follow at the beginning, and I was trying to find out how to make things easier. So I was looking for tracking apps, recipes, anything I could find about it. And I realized that there was nothing that was specifically for low-carb diets, or nothing that I would want to use. And because my partner was able to develop apps, I had an idea, or we had an idea, that we could create our own app. So originally it was actually a personal project that became a hobby, I would say, for both of us. And over the years, we just got to the point where we started working on it full time, and we started working with more people who help us run the website, work on the app. So it's become our full-time job. So our app is called KetoDiet, and we actually have two apps. We have KetoDiet and KetoDiet Basic. And the difference is that KetoDiet Basic is mostly focused on providing content which is recipes. We have hundreds of recipes included in the app. We have a built-in blog. Our Keto Diet blog is built in the app, so anything I post on the blog just instantly appears in the app. We have a Keto Diet guide for the newbies or anyone who wants to find anything they are not quite sure about. We have a shopping list which allows users to print any ingredients they need for the recipes they want to make. And that's the Keto Diet Basic app. And then we have fully featured Keto Diet, which additionally includes a planning and tracking feature and a macronutrient calculator. So if they want to track their diet just like they were used to, they can actually use this feature, and it's specifically for the ketogenic or any low carb diet. Oh, and they can also add any meals we post on the blog, which we do almost every day now, and they can add it to the planner because it's any meal that is posted on the blog is fully integrated in the app, and it's not just something they can read; they can actually use it in the planner.
So, what are your plans for the future?
We have a long to-do list, and it's mostly driven by the amazing feedback we get from our users and from people who would like the app, who would like to see certain features in the app. So one of it is we definitely want to keep providing expert articles. We started working with experts, and we try to keep up with one post every day. So it would be either a recipe or it would be an expert article, and all these are posted on the blog and then accessed via our integrated blog through the app. And when it comes to features, we would like to add activity tracking. We would like to add ketone monitoring, blood glucose monitoring, anything actually our users would like to track. So it could be cholesterol, it could be intermittent fasting. So if they just want to do fasting, we want to make it easier for them to do that. Water tracking, because that's one of the top features that is in the to-do list. We want to do a meal sharing feature, where if you have a custom meal, if you create your own recipe, own meal, you could share it with anyone who uses the app. Right. Actually, all of the features that we are planning to add, or the most important ones, are on our website. We have a page dedicated to this, and it's KetoDiet App FAQ, and we just have a full list of features we are planning to add.
Okay.
Many times my recipes are inspired by popular recipes that are high in carbs, and people are just, we don't want anyone to be missing what they like. So the aim is to create a recipe that is as close as the original, but it's very low in carbs and it's completely keto friendly. So that would be one type of recipe, so it's the popular ones. And then I really like Mediterranean cuisine, so many recipes are inspired by Greek cuisine, Italian. Many recipes are also inspired by Czech cuisine, because I'm Czech. So we have a few of these, and we also started working with 3 talented low-carb bloggers who provide even more recipes, and I more or less leave it up to them so that there is a variety of recipes on the blog. I think for most people, tracking is very important at the beginning when they need to learn about the diet, how to follow it, and possibly find foods that may be causing issues. Because for some people it could be dairy, which is keto friendly, but some people cannot even eat full fat dairy, so they have to experiment a little bit. And by tracking, they can actually see if there is anything that may be causing issues, that may be causing stalling, weight stalling. And for those who have been following the diet for a long time, we still provide recipes almost on a daily basis, so they never get bored with the same meals and they always have inspiration to try new. And we provide articles. Usually it's about once every week, and it could be any topic related to low carb or ketogenic eating.
Right.
I do take magnesium every day because thanks to the tracking actually, I realize that I'm often deficient in magnesium. I do get plenty of potassium, and that's probably because I eat avocado almost every day.
Yeah.
But I did get deficient in magnesium, so I take Calm every day. And I sometimes take exogenous ketones or MCT oil. That would be before my workouts, because I did notice that they increase my energy and they help me perform better. I use the app to calculate nutrition facts for any recipes I post on my blog and all the recipes that are in all of my cookbooks. So I still use the tracking feature quite a lot.
Right.
So we have 2 ebooks, and both of them are diet plans, 4-week diet plans. One of them is ketogenic and primal friendly. So that means that it's a diet plan that includes full fat dairy. And the other diet plan is also a 4-week keto diet plan, and it's paleo, which means it doesn't include full fat dairy, so it's dairy free. I authored 4 books. The 4th one is going to be out actually in just a few days.
Yeah.
So that's my slow cooker and one-pot meals cookbook.
Great.
And I also have another book coming next year, hopefully spring, and that will be Keto for Beginners cookbook, in which I was trying to keep meals and everything rather simple and very low in carbs.